Hello everyone, we come in another episode of What's Your Story? Tonight we have Camilla Francini from Italy, Padova, with her story I papaveri sono alti, alti, alti. I will give you the pleasure to have Camilla introduce her story and herself. And first of all, thank you for accepting our invitation to be part of Idromeno, and thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm Camilla. I'm a director, Italian director. I live right now in Padova, and I started thinking about this story 4 years ago when I decided that I have to do my first short film. Because I've worked a lot in short films of my friends, but I never had the chance to put myself in action and try to do something that really belongs to me. So basically I started writing Papaveri, combining these two situations that I've experienced myself, one traumatic experience, generical one, and one with theatrical rehearsal that I've done in the past. And I've tried to put this disorientation, miscommunication through others and through yourself into images, and that's how
you gave me like two great questions right now, and I'm going to try to connect them with one another. You said this, I wanted to do something that belongs to me, and you said that there is this problem of miscommunication with ourselves and the world, just like the character in your movie has. When it comes to communicate something that belongs to you, how hard it is to decide to take the leap of faith and just tell the world your story?
To me personally, it's really difficult because I'm not really a talkative person. I don't like to talk too much. I prefer.
That's weird, you know. That's weird because in the festival, all she's done is making friends.
Yeah. I know, but I prefer to communicate things through different kind of arts. So I prefer to communicate something with sending you music, a specific song, or showing you an images, paintings or a picture.
Yes.
And so I try to push myself to trying to do it with making a short film, in fact. So it was really I struggle a lot doing that, but
like we all know that when we start something, we all want it to go with the flow, go with the process, and see where it takes. It's like back and forth with you and with your public. And while I was talking even to Gareth or to Paula, we were emphasizing the fact that of course you have to know your audience, but when it comes to a personal trauma or to a personal story that you want to put into motion and image, do you really make a calculation about the audience?
Not at all. No, it was just I never thought about the audience that I've been showing this short film. But while I was writing, I had the chance to confront myself with friends, parents, friends of friends. And while I was speaking to them about the subject of this story, everyone was saying you have to do it because it's really powerful. So that's why I don't really think a specific audience to do so, because I think that everyone has his own trauma, and that's something that you can experience in a universal way.
Yeah, of course, because at the end of the day, we're all humans, and sadness, love, trauma, and everything that we experience is a universal language. While you were conceiving the movie, in my conversation with Paula, she was saying to me that there, in many ways, people like professionals helped her through the process of writing and of conceiving and giving shape to the story. When it comes to a story which comes from a personal background, do you feel like I have to confront myself with professionals in order to make it more fit for the camera, or to make it more fit for a movie scenery?
Well, I think it's necessary to confront with someone who's a professional. So I send it to some of my friends that they are screenwriter, and they gave me some feedback, but I decided to not consider them because they struggle with the structure of the story, because it's it doesn't enter into a simple or standard narrative form. So they're not. I don't know. They're.
You felt that they could, like, if they would interfere too much to your story, that wouldn't be your story anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
During the process of the filmmaking, like, I don't want to spoil the movie because I want people to really watch the movie. But when it comes to going public or being in the film industry or in the art industry in general, that's pretty much going public. Probably we never calculate the great impact that it might have in our personality, in our thoughts, or even in our voice. Probably we can be asked to change some stuff or to go through some processes that maybe we didn't even imagine we would go through. What was like for you to just put out the story and just to wait for the impact or for your voice to be heard?
In the end, I have a relief when the story came out and I showed to the world, let's say. But I also was really, really scared because it was my first short film, so also was my first time showing something that's really personal to people that I don't know personally. But I like it because I have the chance to know people through showing the short film, and I don't know, it's something special when it happens, because you had the chance to do this exchange of thoughts or feelings and so on with someone who doesn't know. So no, I don't know, I really like it.
How do we overcome fear, Camilla? How do we overcome the feeling of embarrassment and the feeling of being seen? How do we just be vulnerable for the public?
For me, because I don't know for other people, for me, think in that way. If something scares me, I have to do it. And that's it. So, because if you stay in your comfort zone, you can never know what happens next or what kind of meeting or I don't know. So, okay, it's comfort, stay and don't risk.
Yes.
But fear, it's something that is good for me. It's not only bad things. I don't associate fear with bad things, but with opportunities.
That's a very good point of view on maybe facing an emotion that many people don't just face. Probably it's like facing yourself in different levels. And the second question that I wanted to make you, that you said it like first, you said that the story belonged to me. In the process of the making, in the, every step that you took, how did the story change within you and outside, then manifesting in the physical world while you were filming?
Well, it was strange because I had everything in mind while I was writing the story, while I was preparing the shooting schedule, while I was preparing the mood board.
Yes.
So it changed, but not so much, because I have the specific picture in my mind, and I communicate these things and documents with all the troupe, the crew, the cast, long before the shooting. So while we were shooting, everyone was aware of what we are going, we make it. So it doesn't change so much in the end.
Is the movie a sort of catharsis for the directors who actually want to tell the story? You said that when the movie came out, you were somehow relieved from something that maybe disturbed you initially.
Yeah, I also write it down, Papaveri, as a form of catharsis, and that's the journey the protagonist has, and also that's the, I hope, the journey that the public should follow watching it. So also doing it was this form of catharsis in the end, even if I didn't expect it.
Yeah, probably because when we have something in our minds and when we face it, probably it gives us that strength to like accept what we have, the fears we have, and obviously to just let them go. Somehow it's good to let go of something like the character in the movie, like facing it and trying to overcome it, and then just be open about it. What is like to be a young filmmaker in the industry?
Well, it's really difficult because this movie, I don't have any fund from production, so it's the money that I earn, and I sold also my old Vespa to produce my film. So no, it's really difficult because you have to face it, a lot of bureaucracy and obstacle during the journey. And also in Italy we don't have so much support for the single person of the director, because the director always needs a production behind him, and it's not that easy contact the production if you don't have enough short film or...
Yeah, like initially you have to make some great sacrifices, like selling even your... I remember when I first moved in Italy, I remember selling some stuff myself. So I was like, yeah, I did that too.
Yeah.
Is it hard for you? It's because it's probably not about the materials you're just selling or something. But is it hard for you to be put in that position? And is it challenging? Is it mentally challenging, first of all? Because financially, of course.
Yeah.
But is it like mentally challenging knowing that you have to sacrifice a lot in order for you to get somewhere? And do you maybe sometimes question what you are doing, like
every day? Yeah, no, it's really challenging, and every day I ask myself why I'm doing this kind, why I chose doing film. But I don't know, it's the only thing that I really want to do, so I try to push myself and continues to go on.
What is the big dream?
I think it's making movies that I like it, and
Not calculating the audience.
no, that's something that I couldn't think about it while I'm writing, because I can calculate, if you can say so, which are the emotions that this kind of movie can evoke to you.
Yeah.
That's what I can try to calculate it, but not the which age should be my public. No,
Because
it's too mechanical, and I know that people, as you said before, we are all human, so we all experience emotion that cinema does.
And if we make something probably true and authentic, it's going to be there with its whole being, with its whole thing, giving us the right message, if we can call it the right message. But if you do something that's into the commerce, probably the commerce will change into 3-5 years. But what's a good story, what's an authentic story, will stay.
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much for being here. We're going to have a wonderful night tonight.
Yes.
And thank you, Camilla, for sharing your story. I know that introverts have difficulties in sharing their story, but like everybody is loving Hipapaveri and loving your personality. You're so magnetic. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being in Idromeno. And thank you all for being here.
Thank you for having me.